Hello, I wanted to run through the even problems from the night before homework, which would have been page 27. So you know that you can find the odd answers on Schoology in the SLE 7 folder, or, and that'll take care of you to find that. So let me just run back through, make sure you feel comfortable finding it. So you're going to go on to Schoology, go into courses, you're going to go to Algebra 1. If you go into the SLE odd answer links, last night would have been SLE number 7. So you would, if you click on that, it'll give you the odd answers. But this has all the odd answers to all of our SLE things, and it will be throughout the whole year. So just make sure you keep up on that. But I wanted to go over the even answers, even problems to make sure you feel comfortable. Again, ask me if you have any questions. Happy to go over it with you. This particular problem, we have one set of parentheses over here. I'm going to distribute that over. Remember, that's multiplication when you use distribute. Now it's set, the problem is set up because we don't have like terms on the same side. So now we can start moving things back and forth. So I think maybe we will decide to add 6x to both sides because it's a negative 6x. Opposite of that is positive 6x. Those cancel, so I get 20 plus 2x. Subtract 20 from each side because it's positive 20. And that's going to give me negative 11 equals 2x. Divide each side by 2. So my answer is x equals negative 11 over 2. It's okay to keep the fraction like that. You don't have to make it a mixed number. We'd actually prefer you to leave it as an improper fraction. Okay. Problem number 4 is this problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the 4 over the parentheses. So I'm going to get 8x minus 32 equals, distribute here, 6 minus 9x. It's set up for us to go ahead and start moving things back and forth. So I can choose. I can say I want to go minus 8x from both sides because that's opposite of positive 8x. I could go plus 32 to both sides because that's opposite of negative 32. I could go subtract 6 from both sides because that's opposite of 6. Or I could add 9x to both sides because that's opposite of negative 9. So I think I might choose to add 9x to both sides. Okay, and again, it doesn't matter exactly where you start. It's going to fill things out. So I get 17x minus 32 is equal to 6. From there, I'm going to go ahead and add 32 to both sides. So I get 17x equals 38, because 6 plus 32. Divide each side by 17. So just go ahead and leave your answer as 38 over 17. That is a reduced fraction. Number 6. Number 6, we have 2 minus, parentheses, 4x minus 5 equals negative 3 times x minus 6. Okay, so on this first one, a little trick to this. There's a 1 right there, so make sure you distribute the negative 1. Do not do 2 subtract 1. That is out of order of operations. So this 2 comes down, minus 4x plus 5. Distribute the negative 3 over the parentheses over here, so I get negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 6 is positive 18. These are like terms, so I can go ahead and start combining those together. I'm going to do that before I move things back and forth over the equal sign. Now we have to choose. Do I want to add 4x? Do I want to subtract 5? Do I want to add 3x? Or do I want to subtract 18? It doesn't matter what you choose. So I might choose to add 4x to both sides, just to change it up a little bit. These cancel. I get 5 is equal to x, or 1x is the same thing, plus 18. Subtract 18. So 5 minus 18 is negative 13. And then problem number 8. So I have 8b plus 1 plus 4 minus 2b equals 3 times 2b minus 8 minus 16. There's a minus 16 there. Let's distribute over the parentheses. So 8 times b is 8b. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4 minus 2b equals, distribute here. So I'm going to get 6b minus 24 minus 16. We have a lot of like terms that we want to contend with. So I have 8b and negative 2b. That's going to give me 6b over here. Plus 12, because 8 and 4 added together is 12. On this side, I have those two, so I have 6b, and that looks like it's going to give me negative 40. So now watch what happens. If I subtract 6b from both sides, those go away, so I get 12 is equal to negative 40. 12 is not equal to negative 40. This is false. So this is no solution. How you represent no solution is a 0 with a diagonal slash through it. Okay, so that should help you with the homework. Now I want to get into the lesson that we have today, talking about fractions. Okay, so there's all kinds of things that we're going to do with fractions, and this is to make it easier because we don't like fractions as much. But the best thing to do is clear denominators. Okay, if you clear the denominators, you don't even have to do fractions for the problem. So let's take a look at our very first problem. The very first thing I want to do is I want to multiply. I have 3 terms. I have first, second, and third. So I'm going to multiply this by 15, this by 15, and this by 15. And when I do that, because all my denominators are 15, those cancel out, so it leaves me a. That 15 cancels out. That's a 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Equals, 15 cancels out, so I get 9. Now I can go ahead and solve it. Minus 4 minus 4, or subtract 4 and subtract 4. So you find that a equals 5. And I took a complex looking problem and made it a lot easier. The next problem, I want to take a look at my 2 denominators. I have a 3 and a 4. Okay, so let's think about this. 3 doesn't cancel 4, and 4 doesn't cancel out 3. But if I were to multiply everything by 12 on that problem, I have 3 terms. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 terms. So if I multiply this by 12, this by 12, and this by 12, watch what happens. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 12 times y, there was nothing to cancel, so you just get 12y. And then 4 goes into 12 3 times, and 3 times that outside 3, original 3, is going to give me 9. This is a lot easier to work out. Do the opposite of 8, which is negative 8. So you get 12y equals 1. Divide by 12, divide by 12. So I get y equals 1/12. Quite simple to do when you work through the problem. Next problem. This is one like from the other day. Let's see. I can multiply the half here and here. Oh, that gives me 3 over 2x. Hey, what's half of 6? Yeah, it's 3. And then equals 9. Okay, so we have 3 terms. 1, 2, 3. What should we multiply all 3 terms by to get rid of the denominator? Yeah, multiply by 2. Those cancel. So I get 3x plus 6 equals 2 times 9 is 18. Subtract 6 from both sides. So 3x is equal to 12. Divide each side by 3. X equals 4. Problem number 4. Do I have 2 different denominators? Yeah, I have 2 and 3. So what number do both 2 and 3 go into? Both go into 6, right? So I'm going to multiply by 6, multiply by 6, multiply by 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times m is 3m. Plus 2 goes into 6 twice. 2 times m is 2m. 1 times 6 is 6. Those are like terms. 3 plus 2 is 5, so I get 5m equals 6. Divide each side by 5. M equals 6/5. Okay, 2 more examples. All right, so I have 3 different terms. What number do 4 and 5 both go into? That's right, 20. I'm going to multiply 20 for each of these. So if we multiply everything by 20, 20 times 2 is 40 minus 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 1 is 5. Remember to keep the m. Multiply 5 goes in there 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Now we can go ahead and solve this. So I can subtract 40. Those cancel. So negative 5m is equal to 12 subtract 40. That's minus 28. Divide each side by negative 5. Negative over negative is positive. 28 over 5 does not reduce. So just keep your answer as m equals 28 over 5. Last example. We have 3 different terms. So what is the smallest number that both 3 and 2 go into? And that would be 6. Multiply by 6. Okay, 3 goes into 6 twice. 2 times the outside 2 is 4, so I get 4g plus 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 1 is 3g equals 6 times 14. Well, 6 times 14 is, what is that, 24, carry 2, 84. So I get 7g equals 84. Let's divide both sides by 7. I think 7 goes in 84. Check on your calculator. 84 divided by 7. 84 divided by 7. It should come out to be 12. And there's my answer. Okay, we'll have the next set of homeworks available in tomorrow's first part of tomorrow's lesson. But remember, if you look on Schoology, you can get the odd answers to the homework, which will be SLE number 8. So find the folder and find that video. Have a great day. Take care of one another. Bye-bye. What about